Hello, happy Sunday, beautiful souls. The energy of the sun today is all about recharging your life force and stepping deeper into your soul's path. Are you ready to tap into your highest energy? If you are, stick around, join me. I'm going to be sharing this to my pages real quick, but yeah, let's get into it. Hit that bell notification so you can never miss another session. Hit that like button, please, whether it's from Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. Like, follow, and subscribe. Let me just share this real quickly. So, how is everybody? Sorry I'm late. I was on a very long call, but it was very helpful to the person who needed it. So, very helpful. It actually helped me too. Spirit came through with some messages for me through that session that was just taking place. So, loving it. So, how are you today? Just tagging some people. Alright, so let me share this on my business page, and then we'll start pulling some charms. Over here, so it's closer. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing, beauties? Thanks for joining. I'm just sharing real quickly on my business page on Facebook, and then I'm ready. Alright. Hello, 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 everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook, Instagram. Hello. Give me 1 second. I'm about to drop a magical emoji so we know you're ready. I hear my baby. She's feeling much better. She's been having a fever, so I got up earlier this morning. I was thinking it was like 4, and I had to give her some Tylenol. She had a fever. She had a fever for yesterday and last night, but then it finally, I think, is broken now because she seems to be in a really good mood and she's cooled down. So my baby's feeling better, but hers is teething. Why can't I see? This in my way. Get out of my way so I can see. Okay, there. All right, let's pull some charms. Hello, how are you, gorgeous? I was on my phone conversation for like, I don't know, over an hour and a half, maybe. All right, let's see what we need to know. Ooh, okay. Oh, and these are all facing upward. Loving it, loving it. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that one's upside down. That's upside down. Those are upside down. Huh. Okay, so we have some things that are upside down for us. That's okay though, because we're gonna find out what's happening with this energy. So, today's Sunday, and on Sundays we connect to the sun's powerful energy and it boosts our confidence, it heals our wounds, it realigns us with what truly lights us up. So, I'm thinking these things in reverse are probably things that are of like shadow that need to come to the light. Um, but it's like what lights us up from the inside out. So, it's all about going within. So today I want to talk about through this reading, but also sharing some simple but powerful ways to recharge your energy and to align with your soul's purpose. So we'll see what these charms have to say for us, but it's pretty much what we're going to be talking about today. Um, yeah, let's get started. So we have this dove coming out for us. Um, And this is, a four-leaf clover, so it's like luck and purity, I feel like. I think that's a dove. I'm pretty sure that's a dove. That's what I saw when I first saw it was like dove. Um, I think this is about luck for sure and purity and you also like rising to like elevated, but it's like instead of like an olive branch, it's like extending you like this luck, this hope, um, this purity, this divine message. And it's like four-leaf clovers are rare to find. I remember being at the park the other day with the kids and I was laying in the grass and there was this whole patch of clovers that I was laying in, and I'm looking through all of the ones that I'm just like close to and all around me, and I'm checking them all and I'm looking and I'm only finding 3. I'm not finding 4. So I mean, I guess they really are rare to find for sure because I wasn't able to find it in the whole batch that I was looking at. So, um, it's like spirit is saying and this sun energy is coming out and it's like gifting you. This dove is appearing. Maybe there's been a lot of chaos. Maybe there's been a lot of clouds. I know it's been like raining here the last couple of days or at least like overcast and then it did like rain a little bit, but maybe even inside like you're going through these storms. And Spirit was saying yesterday too, like, you've already been through the storm. Now it's time for you to be the storm. So this is very much that energy of you like having this divine message where Spirit is saying like you're being blessed with this peace. Your storm has calmed, so you're getting this peace now. And Spirit's also saying like if you're not there yet, this is a sign that your luck is changing and that a peaceful solution is arriving. It's on its way. And this four-leaf clover is symbolizing like the luck, the prosperity, and divine favor. So things will work out in your favor. Um, because they're also showing me this balance is being restored, this justice with this Libra energy coming out. So things are going to be restored and balanced. Where it could have felt like it was imbalanced, we do have this leaf and it was facing down. So you so it's like there could be some blockage, like because the leaf is just like upside down, so it's not necessarily going with flow. Maybe you could be not going with the flow. You could be wanting to control things. You could be even being controlled, but you better not knock anything down. She knocked something down last time, and it hurt my arm, but I'm okay. Um, So, you needing to see these things because, like, you're not seeing, like, the top side of the leaf. So it's like you're not seeing something. This is a whole new chapter for you where your luck is changing, balance is being restored. Um, luck and peace are flowing together. Justice is flowing with that. Um, gift. So it's like it's literally a gift. You're being gifted that in this present moment even. So this present moment is a gift. You could be having gifts come online for you. We do have this om, so maybe you've been meditating or getting in the energy, your own energy. Um and spirit is literally saying like, yeah, we've been hearing, we've been connecting with you, this is, your prayers being heard. This is, you know, blessings arriving on the wings of peace and fortune. Spirit is saying, like, you have to trust in the unseen forces that are working for your joy. You know, it's all about you taking just even a few moments today to just sit in the sun, or if there is no sun, just visualize it, especially because right now it's a cloudy day for me in California. So, like, if you don't have sun, just visualize it. But imagine this golden light pouring into you, filling you up with this pure, radiant energy, and just sit with it and let it gift you with this joy, with this peace, with even this healing, with this knowing that your prayers are being answered. Spirit just needs you to take a moment to sit down and just be in the present moment because it's a gift. Your gifts are coming online, your balance is being restored. Things that you weren't seeing are now being seen. We have this rabbit coming out for us upside down, kind of giving me Alice in Wonderland. Um, so I feel like, maybe you're going down this rabbit hole. There's also a couple of other things that are showing up down here. But this rabbit, it's they're bringing up Ishtar, um, fertility. So maybe somebody is, focusing on fertility, and this could very much be with this rabbit being in reverse, hidden fears, you know, you're wanting this, whether it be fertility, whether it be abundance, whether it be intuition, even quick movement because rabbits are quick. But this coming in upside down can mean that, like, you are being asked, like spirit is saying, like, slow down, just listen to yourself, face these fears that you are not willing to look at, go within. What, like we were saying, you know what needs to come to the light, what are you being asked to acknowledge, um what doubts, if not fears, what doubts are needing to be acknowledged instead of running from them because you're being, given this gift of balance, of justice, um even this, gift of luck, prosperity, abundance, and possibly fertility. But maybe you're struggling with not being in the moment, you're too caught up, and maybe that could be blocking you, and spirit's like, just kind of let go and just surrender to the flow. Sometimes when you put pressure on yourself, your body doesn't, take well to that. So it could cause, stagnation in pregnancy. So take that how that resonates. Maybe just be with the flow and just know, like, it'll happen. Divine timing. But things are changing, new beginnings are here, gifts are here. So if somebody is trying to be pregnant and this is resonating, then thank that for you, because this is very much about pregnancy in the moment, is what I'm gathering. Um, but I think it's also about reflection, as you're in this moment of trying to conceive or even move forward on your path, whatever it is. Like, this is about you taking this moment to pause because the rabbit is upside down. So this is very much about you needing to pause. This is about, you know, um, reflecting what needs to happen going forward before you continue, you know. Yes, like, you could be wanting to have a child or things like that, but maybe spirit is calling for you to do something before you have this child. Maybe there's some inner work because you are the one who is meant to break these curses. We do have this coming out for me, which is kind of giving me ancestral, also tribal, also, like, um what else are you giving me? Definitely ancestral, like tribal vibes. So it's like maybe you could be the one in your lineage to be the one to break this. We do have this axe coming out for us. So you could be the one to be cutting things away, to be breaking patterns, if you will. Um, because this is that whole energy of your light shining, with the whole sun energy, filling yourself up with this pure joy, with this radiant energy. What is coming out for you, and you basically are the change. So, sorry. So spirit is basically saying, like, rethinking things, recalibration, even. Um, with this tool. I know it's meant to, like, cut things away, but it's also meant to, like, cut things to build. So maybe you're fixing things, maybe you're leveling things out. You're having to um use that as a way to build. So rethinking your path before your next move. But this is very much about maybe you needing to do something like inner work before, because you're the one that's meant to change before you bring this new soul in. But also maybe you're too caught up in things, and like I said, you have to go with the flow, because this is also in reverse, so you're not seeing that. That could be that whole wanting to control, but also maybe not wanting to release. Maybe you're not wanting to release these old traumas, these old burdens and pains, and they're like, no, you need to, because they're giving you this teddy bear. There's inner child healing that needs to be done. They're saying there's work, there's things that need to be cut out, there's things that need to be rethought and even recalibrated before going forward, before bringing in this child. Maybe that is exactly what is happening for you. Not all of us are lucky enough. Some of us, myself, I was not anywhere near healed before I had my children. So there are things that I am now healing myself, but also healing my children, because I was not in any way prepared mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all these different things to be a mom, but I was a mom already. So, if this is resonating for you and spirit is saying, like, this is why it took so long, this is why it's taking a while, because maybe you're being the one to bring this justice, to bring this balance, to restore it, to be the purity in your bloodline now, because last night spirit was saying, like, you are the one to you're the one now to be like, it starts with me, but it ends with me, or it ends with me and it starts with me, but, like, you're the one who gets to say it. You're the one that was chosen. So this is very much all about that. And this is very much also about, you turning inward with that rabbit, with even that teddy bear, turning inward and listening to your intuition, also your subconscious, your dreams, like your inner truth, your inner child, what is coming up, what fears are needed to be faced before you go into being a parent. Or maybe you're already a parent and this is coming up for you in spirit. It's like, look, there's some things that are coming up that you're, affecting your children and you're needing to change. You're needing to do these things. Um, this is also the buck and it's coming out for us in reverse. So it's like maybe you're not standing in your power. Maybe you're not standing in your authenticity, your strength, and your knowing. Maybe you're doubting yourself, like how it said when we first started. Like maybe you're doubting yourself. And this is very much you needing to pause. This is you needing to look within, Spirit saying, like, your fear is your gateway to your next expansion. These challenges are only, doorways that lead to your highest self, to your highest version. So trust in that stillness because true magic is being reborn and is being reborn through you, but also through whatever it is that you're creating. So you need to stand in your power, especially because that upside down buck, it just, it brings up also maybe you needing to do that inner work if you're going in for, the fertility reasons and there's that, inner child, but they're saying like you might need to slow your roll because this buck is coming in to say like, look, you need to surrender. Maybe your ego's taking too much over um the situation and they're like there's some things like your pride is too much in the way. Um and sometimes they're saying like that's not the parent we want you to be to this soul that might be coming in. So taking that how that resonates or maybe even if you're in a relationship or you're a parent now already, they're saying like this is a sign that your pride, your strength, your leadership, like it's too much in control, and that's why I believe that leaf is coming out for us in reverse because they're saying, like, "You need to surrender. You need to surrender the ego. You need to let go of this forceful control. You're not willing to." So Spirit's like, "You got to let it go." And I know it's hard because we wanna control things and we want to do things our own way, but we have to trust, we have to know that things are happening the way they're supposed to. But also divine timing. So, let it play out the way it should. Somebody could be feeling uncomfortable, and this is very much coming through that buck being upside down. You could be uncomfortable, but this is clearing space for a stronger and more authentic version of you. Like you're afraid to be who you are, and it makes you uncomfortable. And spirit's like, no, 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 no. We don't need you to feel uncomfortable. We just need you to let these outdated roles fall away because this is not where we're going. This is not the energy that is aligned with your highest self. So, you know, let that leaf fall away. You're being asked, like last night, that was the whole thing. Like Spirit was saying, like, you're being asked to level up. And this is literally like what is happening. Spirit is saying, like, with this reverse buck, like, you're being humbled to spiritually level up. So whatever's going on, that's what's happening. And with this sacral like energy, I'm feeling with this energy right here, this is like sacral ancestral energy patterns, maybe ancestral patterns of pride. Maybe you're the one to break that. Maybe you're the one to be the parent who is not in competition with your kids. Maybe you're the one who is meant to be the parent to support, and love your child for who they are authentically, for every part of them that they are afraid to show. You're like bringing it out and loving them because spirit knows, like, once you do this work, like, you're the one. You're the one who's going to be that safe space for that soul coming in. Or maybe this is what you're working towards right now as you're healing, as you are getting into this light sun energy and you are going into what lights up your soul, being authentically you. But when you're authentically you, you don't have to change anybody else. So it's you loving yourself. It's you not being in competition, not being in fear. And that's what's coming out, is that this is strength. They're needing you to stand in your strength. Spirit's like, strength is not lost, it is reborn. You're being reborn through all of this with this gift, with this love, with this balance. And that's what Spirit's saying, is like, in your surrender, the true leader within rises. So you're rising. So trust that this breaking point, if that's what it feels like, trust that this breaking point, it's building this sacred ground for you, this sturdy foundation. It's like a tower moment. Whatever is not aligned, whatever isn't serving, whatever isn't working, it's falling away because it doesn't work for you anymore. Spirit's like, I have something so much better for you. Literally. Spirit is telling you to shine. Shine. Because you came here to shine. And it's Sunday. So shine. Imagine, like I said, sit in a meditation with yourself. Even if it's just for 3 freaking minutes. Just give yourself 3 minutes to just sit and get in this sun energy, whether it's visualizing it or actually being out in the sun. Just imagining that golden light pouring into you, filling you up, pure, radiant energy. You can journal, but you need to shine. You need to share your light. Ask yourself in your journaling, what lights me up? Where am I being called to shine brighter? Spirit says, write down whatever the fuck comes up. Don't censor it. Just write. Write. Like, don't even think about it. Just let it flow. And then go back and read it. Because that is what authentically is coming out of your soul. That is what the universe wants you to do. This is how you step into your leadership and authenticity. What lights you up? We have beautiful. You're so beautiful. Just as you are, who you are. You're so beautiful. And Spirit wants you to know that and to stand in your power and your authenticity. To shine. This is who you are. You're here to shine and to share your beauty, your unique perspective, your unique vibration, and frequency. This is who you are. So don't be afraid to stand in your power. Don't be afraid to um, stand in your strength. But if that ego is taking over, if you're in control, if you're coming from a place of greed, because we did have that buck upside down, then it's time for you to go within and, you know, do some healing, do some work, do some cuddling and loving on yourself with this little bear energy, some inner child healing. Even if it's not inner child, but just past versions of you that need to be healed, versions of you that need to be acknowledged and loved. Go within because you're worthy of this. Spirit is saying that's what this whole energy is about. Tell yourself you're worthy because you are. Definitely, though, it's about you doing some shadow work for pride. Maybe you're too prideful. And spirit wants us to get out of survival mode, even survival fears. So letting go, even power struggles. Like we're the creator of our own reality. We create this reality for us. So spirit is saying like going within and letting go of these things that we hold on to. Just let it fall away like the leaf. Shine. Don't dim your light. But that Om energy is very much you going within, connecting to the divine, connecting even with yourself and just being in yourself, in your energy. What's coming up for you? Also, with that shine energy, they're bringing up solar plexus. So, solar plexus activations, you can use that as your activation where to this sun energy. So solar plexus activation, you can sit in meditation as well and just visualize and focus on your solar plexus, like the gut area, and just like visualize this glowing, spinning of the chakra, the sun inside of you, if you will, just like, in that area. But just visualize it spinning bright, yellow, fiery, whatever. But it's this solar plexus energy, but expanding it with every breath that you take, basking in it, really, really soaking it in with every breath. This strengthens your confidence and your inner power. And that's what spirit wants you to do, is to stand in your confidence and your power, but to not let it be overpowered by ego. So this is where that shadow work comes in. This is where that work comes in, where you let the ego fall away, but you're still able to be in your power and to shine authentically and beautiful as you are. There, beautiful. Because you are so beautiful. And also, my cats have been fighting since yesterday. Um, they're bringing to my attention not only because of the solar plexus activation, but because the Om. I'm looking at it right here, and this Om symbol, the universe is saying, you know, this is the first sound from which like the entire universe was created. I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. So this is very much the frequency, the vibration where everything exists. That's what they're showing me through this symbol. But also, I feel like with that justice symbol, with that balance, that, you know, I feel like that's kind of going together. And with that pattern, with the ancestral, but it's like this is very much the start of it all. The vibration of all that exists from the past, the present, and the future combined. It's already in our DNA. And even new strands have been activated since we've been having these upgrades and ascensions, you know? So our DNA is only upgrading. And it's like we're remembering that. And this is very much a state of consciousness. And they're being activated all over. People are not even realizing it. Some people are not even realizing how open their third eyes even are. I was just having a conversation with somebody right now when we were um on our call. She's sitting here telling me stuff and I'm just like, "My God, do you not see how powerful you are? What the hell?" And she was like, "I didn't even know that was a thing." Like, "Girl, you are freaking powerful." So, states of consciousness are being activated. I literally feel like I just saw this, like, orb go by me. Um, so this is, I think, why they're bringing this up to us because this is also, they're saying, a protective symbol. Um, like, for the body, they're saying, like, it's aligning your energetic body and shielding you from lower vibrations. So taking that how that resonates, maybe you've been dealing with energy vampires or people who are just, like, trying to drain you energetically, listening to your body and your intuition when things are like, your body will tell you. Your body is a fucking compass. It is your own pendulum. When you feel off, when things happen, like, that's your body, that's your intuition telling you, okay? So, that is very much shielding you from lower vibrations as well. So if you start to feel yourself or you even just all of a sudden like, "Why am I doing this?" Because it's your higher self just like, protecting you from lower vibrations and frequencies. So taking that how that resonates, but that came up. So maybe you're in a moment where you're like, "I don't feel like, things are legit here and like things can be feeling like off and I don't like this energy, so I need to protect myself." Mm, like that's what they're saying. Like use that. But they're saying also that your breath is life. They've been saying that. Honor your breath, honor your life. You are the breath and the silence. And that's where that leaf comes in with breath. But also they're saying like you're the dream, you're the awakening. And with all of these charms right here, spirits, like all that you seek is already within you. We go and we look to other people for answers when the whole time we've already known and we already know. Our soul already knows. We already have the answers. We already know. So you're being called to remember. So take that how that resonates. It's spirit saying, like, just take a few moments. 3, 5, even if you just take 5 minutes today to soak in some light. Whether you're doing it outside or, like I said, within your own mind's eye through a meditation. Spirit brought you to this message, whether it is live or the replay, because you are meant to shine. So, If you're ready to shine, maybe drop a sun emoji or say, I choose to shine if you're reclaiming your power today. And if you do need help, connecting deeper with your soul on your soul path, I offer readings, soul sessions, energy healing, past life regressions, whatever to help you step into your fullest light. Just message me if you feel called. I'm here. And it is always an honor to be of service and to be of help. So if you need it, reach out. Hello, and thank you. I am so happy. Oh, I didn't even think about that too. Today's sun energy. We didn't even Oshun, all that golden light energy. I love that so much. We don't have no sun, which is why they're just like meditate, envision it. Which is weird because there's no sun, but like I said, I was talking and then I could see like what looked like a little fire. Literally, it looked like a little small like sun, like a tiny little orb just like falling. N- When I actually looked and focused, it was gone. I love that. I choose to shine too. I am so happy for all of you. Spirit has been coming through with these messages and we're really meant to shine. Let's see, let me see. Let me put these charms away and just pull some of these other things out and see what else. Hello. How are you, beauties? Loving you guys. Shine, shine, shine. Spirit has been telling you to shine so bright. Let's see what else we have to know. I don't know why I'm using this one, but one says again. All right. Ha! Because they want you to know your manifestations are coming true. So shine, beautiful one. You are nothing but supported in this. Spirit is supporting you in all that you do. So know that your manifestations are coming true. Know that when you are standing in your power and in your authenticity, you are so supported. Stop dimming your light. Divorce is coming out for us. Maybe that's something you've manifested. Maybe that's something that, is actually a good thing. I know people can look at that and be like, oh, that's so scary. But is it? Spirit has been talking about leveling up, about change, about facing fears. Maybe this is very much a blessing in disguise for protection, also ascended master numbers. This could be spirit's way of saying 44 again. So 44, 44. This is very much spirit's way of saying like you're protected in this. This is not for you anymore. And in order for your manifestations to come through, you have to let go of something that you're holding on to. And it doesn't have to be a divorce, but it can very much be. But spirit's saying these things are coming for you, but you have to let something go. Something that's not in alignment, something that takes up space, something that can take up emotional space. And it needs to be released because it's not serving it and it's not in alignment. And you have something so much bigger and so much more better coming for you. But you're holding on to dead leaves. And spirit's like, we don't need that. Spirit saying in order for us to grow, we gotta stop watering dead situations. Let it go. That's the whole message. Let it go. They simply don't care. And this is exactly why we have to let them go. We care, but they don't. And Spirit has been telling us to level up, to go where we are worthy, to go where we are seen and valued. We got to give that to ourselves first so that we can actually see it. So it's reflected in our reality. So let them not care because they don't even care about themselves. But you're out here wanting them to care about you. Let them go. This motherfucker's an arrogant narcissist. They really, really don't care. And they could just be using you. And this is exactly why this divorce has to happen. This is exactly why this breakup, this could be a friendship. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be a relationship between parents and a child, a grown adult child, even a young child. But this is very much the energy of breaking off and doing your own thing and choosing you, using this sun energy to activate your strength and your power, your confidence, your courage, so you can break free from this. This energy holds you back, keeps you stagnant, stuck, it dims your light, keeps you doubting yourself, keeps you in fear and lack, competition. Let it go because your manifestations are waiting to align with you. They're already yours. You just have to collapse these timelines where all this shit is happening. Choose to shine. Treat yourself. You are so worthy. Treat yourself. Stop letting this narcissist or whoever, whatever is holding you back, whatever is controlling you, whatever keeps you small. Stop letting them do that and treat yourself. Choose yourself. That is a treat in itself when you choose yourself. Choose to shine. Choose to break free. Choose joy. Soulmate. Little do you know, watch it be your own self. You were meant to fall in love with yourself, to heal yourself, to take care of yourself through all of this. But you also could be experiencing your soulmate after leaving the things behind that are not serving, that are not aligned with you anymore. Maybe that's that manifestation coming true, the soulmate that you've been waiting for. The relationship that, you know, you've longed for could very much be the relationship that you need to give to yourself for that soulmate to come through. Maybe they're not ready to experience you in this version because there's still healing that needs to be done. There's still things that need to be acknowledged and released and let go before you can experience that soulmate. So treat yourself, whether that be treating yourself financially to things that you might want or just treating yourself like care, nurturing, treat yourself, take care of yourself, nurture yourself. Like, when you go to a doctor and you get treatment, treat yourself, take care of you. You are the healer. Heal yourself. Career change, things could be changing for you once you let these things go and you release these blockages and you start to really find who you are and stand in your power and your courage and your authenticity, maybe you realize you've been doing something that you couldn't stand and you didn't want to do, but you had to do it because you settled or it paid the bills and it was just something you were stuck doing. And spirit's like, hey, you started falling in love with yourself, you started doing things for yourself and listening to yourself. Well, now we're changing things. We're gonna shake shit up for you and we're gonna give you a career change. What are you manifesting? What lights you up from the inside out? With that sacral chakra and this sun energy, solar plexus, what are you trying to create? The sacral is all about creativity. What are you trying to create? What are you trying to birth into this reality? What are you trying to bring? Change careers. Obsession. You could be obsessed with this new thing or somebody, or maybe somebody could be obsessed with you. That narcissist that was coming out for us earlier. So maybe being careful, being aware of that. Maybe that could also be causing you to have a career change because somebody could be obsessed with you and all crazy and psychotic on some weird shit. So you have to change careers. Be careful because there was the narcissist out there. Hmm. So spirit's saying that you need to change your attitude and clear your mind. Maybe you're overthinking things. Maybe you're thinking from a place of spite, anger, obsession. You're just not thinking straight. So spirit's like you need to change your attitude, ground yourself, get back into a clear mind, find some balance. We had that justice come out with the Libra, because right now things is getting crazy. And this could also contribute to that obsession. So they're like, change your attitude because you're way obsessed and you need to chill. Clear your mind. Get your mind right. Taking that how that resonates. But they're telling you, oops, after I drop it, to forgive yourself. Maybe you didn't see it. Maybe you weren't aware of it. Maybe you were, but you liked it and you were just like, somebody's obsessed with me and I like it. Because maybe somebody was never giving you the attention that you wanted. And now you got this weirdo motherfucker on here being crazy with you, obsessed with you. You got to change careers. Or maybe you're going through divorce now because you're starting to see their true colors. But Spirit's saying, like, forgive yourself. Change your attitude and clear your mind so you can see that you're worthy of forgiveness, that you were blinded by love or whatever. Maybe you were put under the spell because words are spells. People can talk a good talk, tell you all the things you want to hear. Baby, that's a spell. And then you find out the truth, who they really are, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Spell's broke. Now you're like, huh, I see who you really are. So forgive yourself if this is you. Or maybe you're the one who's been doing it and you're deciding, I ain't even trying to be this person anymore. I want different. I want to do different. I want to be different. I want to love differently because I love myself now. Maybe you didn't love yourself. So you're forgiving yourself. You're changing your attitude. You're clearing your mind. You're getting your shit together. Now you're changing careers and you're like, man, I'm on this whole new path. Maybe you were the narcissist and you're trying to get your shit together. But you got to forgive yourself. You got to love on yourself. You're worthy of it. You're deserving of it. So asking yourself, what lights me up? How do I change for my highest and my greatest alignment? Communication. Communicate. Spirit's like, I'm always trying to communicate with you. I got signs that I'm always giving you. I got guides that I'm telling you things like through. I got all kinds of things happening. Communication. Or maybe you just need to communicate, and that's a part of that forgiveness, forgiving yourself. You gotta communicate with yourself more. You gotta be more open with yourself. You gotta be more real with yourself. Maybe you've been lying to yourself too much, settling. Maybe you're too caught up in your ego. Maybe you're weak right now and you're just falling for anything and anyone, and you're just like, "How do I get back into my power?" Communication. Talk to your higher self. Talk to your guides. Talk to spirit. Talk to me if you need it. Like I said, I'm here. I'm always willing to help if you need it. But communication, speak your truth, but also be willing to listen to what other people have to say too. Maybe they're trying to say something to you that you're not able to see and they can see it. So being open to communication. You're so worthy. You're so worthy of this. So allow yourself to have that. That goes a part of that treat yourself. Like you're so worthy of this. So treat yourself to this. To this communication, to this love, to this forgiveness, to these changes. You're worthy of all this. You're worthy of a soulmate. You're worthy of so many things. So allow it to come to you. Last card. See? The partner I seek is also seeking me. So forgive yourself, be open to communication because what you seek is actually seeking you. Whether it be a partner, a friendship, a soulmate, whatever. But what you seek is also seeking you. So be open. Don't try to control things. Go with the flow and just trust in divine timing and that spirit knows what's going on. So even when you're like, I don't know why this is happening, why is there this divorce? Why are there things happening and people breaking up or whatever, or people leaving my life? Because things are falling away that are not serving you anymore because your manifestations are coming true. You're so worthy of this. But you lie to yourself, you dim your light, you compare yourself to others, and spirit's like, no more. You're so much more worthy than you allow yourself to believe. So, no more doing that. You're so worthy. All right, you guys, that's the message. So, I'm here if you need help connecting on a deeper level or for anything. Let me know, reach out. You can book through my website or you could just send me a message. Actually, I'm looking at this one-sided relationship is the very bottom of the card as I'm putting it away. So you could be dealing with the one-sided relationship. Let them fall away with that divorce card. Let these things happen because it's one-sided. They don't even care, like the card said in the beginning when the divorce with the narcissist. They don't even care. This is all one-sided. So let these things fall away because spirit is literally trying to make your manifestations come true, trying to show you how worthy you are, but you dim your light and you hold yourself back when you know, ignore your intuition because I know that motherfucker's telling you, hey, this motherfucker ain't it. So listen. I hope you have a beautiful day. I will try to come back later on. I'm not going to promise anything, but if I do, I will see you later. And I'm so grateful for everybody who joined me. And take care, beauties. Love you.